I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Oh, you guys don't do this with your statues? Hey guys, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector. I hope you're all doing great out there, and I am officially back in the Batcave. I've had a week off for spring break, but now I had a number of boxes waiting for me, and I can't wait to share them with all of you guys. And this one I'm especially excited about because this is a Daniel Bel piece. I've owned one Daniel Bel piece before, of course, the Flash Premium format, and this, of course, is the Batman bust. Somewhere between 1/4 scale and 1/3 scale. We're going to talk about that here in just a bit. But this is my first bust in person, and I'm very, very excited about opening this with you guys. But before we do that, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and click that notification bell. Make sure you choose all. That way you don't miss any of this content. Now, like I said, this is my first bust of this size. I'm very, very excited. I have collected Diamond Select busts, I've collected life-size busts, but never one in this scale. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this thing. So anyway, there is a series of these right now. There is a Superman and also a Wonder Woman. Now the Wonder Woman is incredible. Some people don't always love the Superman, but the Wonder Woman is universally loved. Very, very great sculpt. Absolutely beautiful, and of course she sold out pretty quickly actually. So anyway, I'm very excited about this Batman. Pull it out here. It's definitely one of my smallest Sideshow boxes ever, so it's pretty nice to see. Get this out of the way. And let's take a look at the box. So the box is actually pretty plain. It's actually pretty awesome though. As you can see, I'll try to get rid of that glare. It does have black with a black emblem, kind of this, I don't know, kind of a stone effect. I thought maybe we would see the statue on it. It does have sideshow.com right there at the bottom. And at the top, it just has Batman. So pretty simple box. This one is number 400 out of 1,250. So not a lot of these made. A lot of people really wanted this to be the premium format. They wish that Daniel Bel did a premium format of this particular sculpt because it's really amazing. It's really phenomenal. Pardon me while I flip this over here. Always got to flip them over and slide it out here. And there we go. So again, kind of get an idea of how big this thing's going to be. Right there, get a nice, pretty sizable box, not bad. But again, people really wanted to see this in a premium format style. I am still very optimistic that we will see a Batman at some point from Daniel Bel. I think it's a no-brainer. He's done some of the other heroes. It just makes sense for him to be able to do Batman. Of course, I am hoping that he does more villains. We talk about it all the time on the channel. I'm definitely wanting a Two-Face, maybe a new Killer Croc, Penguin, Riddler, all these characters that we would love to absolutely see being done with just the talented Daniel Bel, or even Martin Canale, or some of the other fine artists at Sideshow. But I would absolutely love that. Again, we've talked about that ad nauseum here on the channel. But I'm just very, very excited to see what maybe these artists will do in the future. So, there we go. I think I got all of that pretty much done. Are you guys ready for it? I'm really ready for it. I'm ready for the statue smell. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to open it up and see what we get. Okay, so there we go. Set this aside. All right, let's go ahead and I'll show you what it looks like right here, so you can see exactly what it looks like inside the box. Clearly, we have the actual bust itself. We have the head sculpt, and then we have the arm. So this one does have a whole arm, but then the other one's hidden by the cape. So very self-explanatory how to get it back in the box. But hopefully, this will help you if you ever do decide to store it or to sell it. So anyway, I have it right here set up here, and I'm very, very excited to add it to the turntable here so you guys can see it. And I was right, it's got that amazing statue smell. Absolutely love it. Us collectors are weird, right? Very, very strange. Wow, this is awesome. And it's a good size, guys. It is a really good size. Again, somewhere between 1/4 scale. It's definitely not 1/4 scale. I mean, it's way bigger, but I think it's close, really close to 1/3 scale. Maybe just slightly under scale to 1/3. It's somewhere in between. But man, that looks amazing. Oh, I love the attention to detail. Oh, I am absolutely in love with this already. I could just tell. So let's go ahead and do the arm. Again, there's only 3 pieces here, so it's not going to take very long to unbox. Hopefully we'll have more time for the review, of course, which is coming up next. But here we have the hand with the batarang, which just fits in just right like this. Nice, strong magnet. I want you to listen to that again. Really nice, strong. Hopefully it picked up on camera enough. But again, that looks amazing like that. And then last but certainly not least, of course, the head sculpt, which is absolutely what I'm looking forward to the most. And let's see what we've got here. This is what we want, guys. This is what we want from a premium format. This thing is incredible. I've seen photos. While I was on vacation at spring break, I saw some photos of fellow collectors, and they were all amazing photographs. But this, it doesn't do it justice until you can see it in person. But this portrait is insane how good it looks. And let's just go ahead and put it right in there again. A nice strong magnet. Oh, I am so glad I bought this, guys. I am so glad. Of course, I'm going to give you all again, I'm tongue-tied. I get excited. Sorry, guys. I'm going to give you all the details, the close-ups, and everything else. But I mean, just look how awesome this is. Okay, I'm gonna quit doing this. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the review now, so you guys can see exactly what you're gonna get. This thing is incredible. Alright guys, so before we get into the meat of the review, I wanted to give you guys some close-ups here. We'll start with the bust and the torso here, and the base, of course, itself. But look how good this looks. I love the bottom of it. This, of course, is 400 out of 1250, which again, I feel like is a pretty darn good ES for a character like Batman, but I love the bottom. The weight here is, you know, it's got some weight to it, but it's not overly heavy. Incredible texturing, as you can see. It looks really, really good. The base looks good with that kind of that rock, dark rock look. The cape is amazing, and I love the effect of the cape there, and we'll get into that here as we look a little closer. So I will set that right here. Let's look at the hand itself with the batarang. Beautiful paint here. I'm really impressed with the overall paint techniques on this, where you have the black undertones, but then it still has that blue on the top. It's just very, very well done. I feel like Sideshow has really, you know, perfected that. Lots of great details. The gauntlet looks fantastic in my opinion. But this is the main event. This, of course, is the Daniel Bel face sculpt. This is what Batman should look like to me. It's near perfection, in my opinion. I love the fact that you can really see his pink lips. Do you see that? The pink cheeks, the stubble. Sometimes it's a hit or miss with Sideshow sometimes, where the skin doesn't always look very real. But I feel like they did a really good job of adding a nice pop of color on his cheeks, his gums, and that bottom lip. It really just brings him to life. And I think it looks very, very good, very, very realistic. And I do feel like it's one of their best paint jobs they've done on any face. I just think it's very, very good. And it just really sells me on the realism here. I love the cowl. I think it looks phenomenal. It's just fantastic. So what I did now is he is up here on the turntable. I want to be able to give you guys kind of a 360 view. This is, in my opinion, guys, honestly, one of the coolest things I have in my collection right now. I really love this piece, and I'm going to say this until I'm blue in the face. I would have loved to have seen this as a premium format. I know a lot of people feel the same, and I'm still very optimistic that we will get something like this down the road. But for the time being, I am very, very happy to have a Daniel Bel piece like this in my collection. And I'm just proud to own it. I just think it's really well done. Now, I know that not busts, busts like this aren't everybody's cup of tea. Mrs. BSC doesn't like busts at all. It's weird to her. This one is a little bit even odd because it only has one arm versus two arms. Wonder Woman has the two. So it is a certain art direction that maybe not everybody would appreciate. But I, for one, really love the art direction, the concept here. Let's look at the base, the close-ups here. The rock work is very well done, but it's very, I guess, simplistic in my opinion. It almost doesn't have a ton of texture. It's very kind of smooth looking, but you have the bats kind of carved out of it. So it's like art coming alive out of the rock. But then the back of the base, look at the way the cape blends into the rock. That is brilliant. I absolutely love it. It reminds me of kind of those old European master sculpts. It's just very, very well done. The texturing, as I mentioned, it looks very, very good on the torso. I love the bat emblem on the chest. I think that looks very good. And the way that it blends into the cape. You can see the rock work going up all the way to where his armpit would be. So again, it's just very, very well thought out. And again, Richard Luong was involved in this. Of course, Daniel Bel, Ed Bradley, an amazing painter, was involved in this particular piece. An all-star group of artists at Sideshow. I love the back here with the cape. It looks very, very good. And then, of course, once again, the main event to me on this piece, yes, the entire art direction is fantastic, but when you look at the face sculpt, so many people have messaged me or have commented in our Facebook group or even here on YouTube that says, Chris, this is what Batman should look like. And I agree. It just really is this masterful sculpt here. And again, it's just too bad, in my opinion, that it wasn't a full statue. But I'm really glad that we got what we got here because it's just so darn well done. Price point on this, $250, guys. $250, which I think is very, very fair for a sculpt of this size. I love it, and I just think it's absolutely fantastic. So $250. And you get a near masterpiece from one of the most talented sculptors alive today. And of course, I'm talking about Daniel Bel. It's just a absolute hit for me. I love it. So before we wrap it up, I do want to go ahead and give you the height. So from the tip of the batarang to the base is 14 inches tall. So that's going to be your tallest point. Width-wise, I'm going to go from cape to corner here. That's going to be, I'm going to say, close to, actually, room on your shelf. I'm going to say about 14 inches wide, give or take. You know, the arm is coming back. Depth-wise, again, it's not going to be too deep, like 8 inches deep. So, again, it's definitely bigger than 1/4 scale, but it's not going to take up a tremendous amount of room in your collection either. I am completely 120% sold on this piece. I think Daniel Bel knocked it out of the park, and I would love, even though I bought this, I would still love if they translated this into a full statue. I would still buy it again. That tells you how good it is. I would buy it again if this was a full premium format. Of course, premium formats are not this big, so I can't imagine them doing that. I think if we do get a Daniel Bel Batman, I think it will be a completely new sculpt. That's just my prediction, my guess, or at least my hopes and wants. But this thing is incredible. I love the size. I love that it's kind of this mystery scale, but it's very big enough to have this great presence, and it just looks absolutely fantastic here. Again, I'm very, very sold on this. I think the portrait is amazing. The colors look really good. It's not dull in any way. It is a beautiful statue, very well painted, lots of detail. And I cannot recommend this one enough to you guys. This is very exciting. I am pumped about this piece. It's going to go over on my white bookshelves. And again, it's just a nice add-on piece. If you're a fan of Justice League with Superman and Wonder Woman, or again, hopefully they'll do more of these. How cool would it be if they did a Joker or Harley Quinn, or maybe even some of those characters that we've been asking for that maybe they don't want to do in premium format, but maybe they would be willing to do in a bust form at this price point, which I think is very fair. I love it. I think it's fantastic. But I want to know your thoughts. What do you guys think of this piece? Do you have this one coming? Are you going to pick it up because of this review? If you are interested in ordering it, I will put the link down in the description like we always do. Of course, that does help the channel out very much, so if you do that, thank you very much. But don't ever feel like you need to. Again, just thank you guys so very much for checking it out. Leave your comments down below. Please let me know if you like this, or again, if you're going to order it because of this review. I'm in love with it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And thank you, Daniel Bel, for creating something like this. And I cannot wait to see what you come up with in the future for Batman and hopefully some villains as well, I'm hoping. So anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Consider hitting our join button down below for early access to our videos and other perks. And just thank you guys for tuning in today. I love you guys. Good to be back in the Batcave. And I'll see you next time, I guess right here in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.